Hello homeschoolers, welcome back. So last time we talked about the notes on a stave and we mentioned how each note has a corresponding letter. So it could be the A, could be F or G, and you found out where they were positioned on a stave. Well, today you're going to find out about how those music notes have different lengths, and depending on whether they're coloured in or they have a stick with a tail or they're not coloured in at all, they're just a circle, you will find out that actually the way that note is drawn means the length of the note is going to change. So I'm going to show you a video now of how we figure out the lengths of the music notes, and afterwards, once again, we're going to do a quick task. We'll see you after that. Hello, welcome back. This time we're going to be looking at note lengths. So let's go back to our stave, and as always we'll add something to it. Now this circle on its own is called a semibreve. Try and say that. Now a semibreve is 4 beats long. So we need to show you something that will hold a sound for 4 beats. Why not? Let's use a brontosaurus. So this brontosaurus is going to wail for 4 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see he held his note for 4 beats, and that's a semibreve. Let's take our semibreve, and this time we're going to add this little stick to it. Here we go. And now this is called a minim. And a minim is 2 beats long. So this time, old Bronte is going to wail for 2 beats. 1, 2, and he stops. So let's take our semibreve, we've added that to make a minim, and now we're going to colour it in. And if this note is coloured in with a stick, it is called a crotchet. And a crotchet is worth 1 beat. So Bronte's going to go for 1 beat this time. Let's hear. 1 and stop. That was quite quick, wasn't it? So there's our semibreve, becomes a minim, becomes a crotchet, and now let's add a tail, like any dinosaur has. This is called a quaver. And a quaver is worth half a beat. So this is going to be quite short. Oh, there we go. Let's add a second tail to this quaver. And now this is called a semiquaver. That's a note with 2 tails. And a semiquaver is a quarter of a beat. So that's really short. Oh, I think I missed it. So let's recap. A semibreve looks like this and is worth 4 beats. A minim has the stick on it and is worth 2 beats. This is a crotchet, this is the coloured in note with the stick as well, and this is worth 1 beat. If we add a tail to that, it's called a quaver, and a quaver is half a beat. A note with 2 tails is called a semiquaver, and that is a quarter of a beat. Well, I hope you listened really carefully because it's time to test you. Off you go. Okay, so what I want you to do now is get a piece of paper and a pen, and on that I want you to draw your 5 lines of the stave. Draw your own musical phrase. So let's say up to about 8 to 10 notes in a row, which will become a phrase of music. So you might start with a quaver G, you might then go to a minim E, to a semi-breve F, and so on. So take yourself through about 8 to 10 notes and it will become a piece of music. Now, not that you're going to play that at the moment, but at least you're starting to work on how you can write those notes down on a musical stave. Best of luck. As always, please like and subscribe and share the video. Next time, we're going to be looking at beats in a bar. Bye bye.